Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Mind Over Matter with Sanket. In this episode, we'll be talking about the origin of anxiety and the ways to deal with it. In its most primitive form, anxiety is our response to anything that we might deem dangerous. However, the anxiety that we generally experience is an accumulation of feelings. There are many times when we are very happy, but we do not get to express our feelings. Similarly, there are times when we are very sad, but we can't really express our feelings to anyone. During these times, these feelings get accumulated in our mind and come out at an unexpected time in an unexpected manner. Recently, I read an interesting quote by Elon Musk where he says that while fear is a vector, anxiety is a scalar. This makes a lot of sense because we cannot exactly pinpoint at what time our anxiety starts, and we do not really know the reason as to why we experience it. A major mistake that people make while dealing with anxiety is that they try to analyze things and solve anxiety. However, it so happens that if you try to analyze things when you're anxious, you'll be looking at everything through an anxious lens, and you won't really be able to solve the problem. Hence, the first and the most important way to deal with anxiety is to totally accept it. You can in fact say that I am anxious. When you do this, you solve half the problem because you are not resisting what you are actually experiencing. When you try to analyze things and when you try to convince yourself that you are not anxious, you're in this internal war with yourself, which makes you all the more anxious. Hence, it is recommended that you totally surrender to your anxiety, after which you are not resisting it but totally accepting whatever you are feeling. The next way to deal with anxiety is by writing all your thoughts down on paper. When you do this, you see your previous state of mind from an eagle-eye perspective, and when you write it down, to some extent you get over what you are feeling and you are now the observer. This is how you can disidentify from your anxious self and can finally look at things rationally and clearly. While writing, you should be careful that you do not filter your emotions because it is necessary that you write everything that you feel if you are to reap benefits out of this practice. Similarly, another solution to anxiety is very near to us. It is our own breath. You might have noticed how the pace of your breath changes according to your emotions. Whenever you are happy or calm, you might have experienced that your breath is deep and relaxed. Similarly, whenever you are sad or anxious, you might have noticed that your breath is very shallow. However, interestingly, this also goes the other way around. Interestingly, you can also control your emotions through your breath, just like how your breath is determined by your emotions. Whenever you feel anxious or sad, take some time to take deep, long breaths, after which you'll feel a lot better and you'll get a lot more clarity. Whenever you are anxious, it is recommended that you take deep, long breaths and relax, rather than trying to analyze things. Because as I said earlier, until and unless you disidentify from your anxious self and try to observe it as if you're some other person, you cannot really get rid of it. There are times when your anxiety also manifests into some form of physical pain. Either you may experience a burning sensation in your chest, or you might also experience needles and pricking sensations all over the body. Such physical experiences also depend from person to person. However, all of these have the same solution, that is to accept them. Because when you try to resist these feelings, you might have noticed how the pain intensifies and you get more conscious about it. All you have to do is to totally accept that you're anxious and that you're having some form of pain in your body. Interestingly, you might notice that when you totally accept that the pain is there, it will slowly dissolve and lose its impact on you. And that will significantly reduce your anxiety. In this video, I talked to you about how anxiety is not a feeling per se, but an accumulation of different kinds of feelings. And I also discussed 3 major solutions to anxiety, namely, totally accepting the fact that you have anxiety so that you are not resisting it and creating further problems. Number 2, writing down all your thoughts into paper without filtering it, such that you have an eagle-eye perspective on your thoughts and you can get over your thoughts. Number 3, you can use your very own breath in order to control your emotions, just like how your emotions generally determine the pace of your breath. I hope that the suggestions that I have given in this video will be helpful for you to deal with anxiety. Try the practices that I have listed in this video and share your experience in the comment section down below. Also, if you like whatever is happening here, do not forget to like this video and also to subscribe to our channel. Until next time.